Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I've got 3 replays, and it's the good, bad and the ugly series part 3, which we're featuring tier 9 light tanks. So I mean, look, I'll take the bad out and replace it with okay, because to be honest, you'll see when I get to it. But first replay here, we start off with the ugly, and we are with the GSAW. So the GSAW for me, yeah, ugly tank for a reason, because it's just it's a bit different to most tier 9. Well, it's just different to most light tanks in general. It's more of a passive spotter than an active spotter, if that makes sense. So I know I'm probably playing a little bit aggressive here, but the fact is you can get front line, but don't go yodeling around. I mean, it's got good speed, but its mobility is a bit hampered by its hull traverse. Basically it's not as agile as say T54 lightweight, the Wizzy 132A, the RU251. So tier 9 light tanks like that, which have way better agility, this thing just doesn't have it. You can see it just turns like a barge. It really does struggle. But other than that, I mean, look, the gun's got quite a long reload, but it does pack a bit of a punch. It's not too bad. It's just typical British, really. I'd say top speed isn't too bad, but to be fair, the most important factor about this tank is its camo values, and its view range. View range is absolutely incredible, and yeah, its camo is not bad either. The other bad thing about it is it's quite a tall tank, so you can roll this tank quite a bit if you're not careful. So yeah, you have to be careful of that when you're sort of, especially like maps like Normanhan, which is renowned for sort of dips and craters and stuff like that. There's a chance you will overturn your tank if you hit one of those at the wrong angle. My personal opinion, I actually didn't mind this. I thought it was better than the tier 8. The tier 8 really was a bit of a pain, if I'm honest, but this I actually surprisingly done okay in. But yeah, so as for the video, we're here on C3 line. I've been getting this map quite a lot recently, so I'm kind of getting used to how to play it when you're in a light tank, and we've completely dominated the field now. We've pushed over. At the beginning, we initially got, let's say, we've got 1700 assist from crossing initially, 1800 damage as well with getting shots in at tanks at the side here. We've picked up 1 kill. So yeah, we've totally taken map control here, and now we're just gonna push in and try and get some more spots there. You can see we've picked up some more assists. Seen this leopard PTA here, he gets a shot into us, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Luckily we duped some shots there. I'm just trying to sort of get over, and I think, I thought there was a bit of a dip here which I could get covering, so I've kind of screwed that. However, I'm just going to keep weaving backwards and forwards, trying to dupe shots, just trying to make it impossible for the enemies to hit us. And like I say, we've been fortunate enough to be able to avoid a couple of shots from those guys. You can see the PTA's on 500 hit points here. Going to get close to him, try and see if we can get some more spots. We then see tanks in the distance, so again, going to try and get some shots into them while weaving backwards and forwards. We're being targeted, so we need to be careful. The PTA has been taken out, so that gives us free reign now to push ahead and try and spot the guys up at the back and see if we can get some more kill shots, which we do on the Trinity. Now we're just trying to see if we can mop up any more damage on tanks that are at the back here. So yeah, we've dominated the fight, really, if I'm honest. we've had a good game, and we just pressed home the advantage. Saw a shot flying in, and that's the Italian TD. Can't quite get the gun down there. Unfortunately, artillery manages to take him out before we do. There's just a medium tank alive, and luckily he's in front of us. Tried snapping the shot there without aiming, but that didn't quite go true. Trying to take our time here to aim the shot in, and we get the shot there. And now we're just trying to push on again, try and see if we can just squeeze a little bit more damage out of the game. So yeah, the GSAW, it's, like I say, it's an oddball tank. It really is. And you know, perhaps on maps like Proc, you can play it quite well on that map. Like I say, you play it passively, get in a bush. Don't go getting too aggressive with it, and certainly don't go fighting other light tanks with it as well, because you will come out losing. Like I say, it's got horrible traverse, so you're going to find it difficult to outplay other light tanks. So that's the end of the video there for, well, video number 1. We come out 3.2k damage, 3.8k assist, got the ace tanker there, and ended up actually having a really nice game. 3 kills as well, so yeah, it turned out quite decent. So not a bad game really for the GSAW. So yeah, like I say, it really is an oddball tank. Some people will do well with it. I say it just depends how your play style is. So yeah, that takes us on to the second replay now, and this is our okay pick. I'd probably say actually this is okay, yeah, borderline good. I mean, I'll get into it. The T49, I actually, I had a couple of games in this to make this video, and after a couple of games I thought actually, yeah, this really is a good tank. But you know, there's, I guess the problem with the T49 is it's quite a bulky tank. It's quite big. I mean, it's got good mobility on it, that's for sure. DPM, which you'll see, is quite nice as well. You know, the reload's like 4.5 seconds. It's got great view range, obviously being American. And the camos, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Probably, like I say, you'll get better with the RU. Obviously, the GSAW's got better camo. Things like that. So, I mean, I'd say you play this more like a medium, if I'm honest, like a light/medium. Just because of its size, its camo isn't going to be as good as other lights, so you will get sort of outspotted sometimes. But yeah, look, you can't go wrong with it. It's sort of quite balanced, to be fair. And you've got 2 guns on this as well, I might add. You've got the 90mm here, which I'm playing with. Which obviously got the fantastic reload and good pen and things like that. And then you've got the 152mm, the dirt gun, which is just, yeah, that's for memes. I have played it with a dirt gun. It's fun, but for me, I prefer my DPM over my derp, if I'm honest. Derp's fun, but it's just, yeah, it can be quite frustrating when you, yeah, when you miss more shots than not, and I'm quite an impatient person, so yeah, dirt tanks aren't usually for me. So yeah, we play with the 90mm here. We prefer to reload. So yeah, so that's the tank. We're here on Fisherman's Bay, and initially we come up to the mid-ridge, as we do, to spot the cross. The tank's going into the town. Which we didn't get too much out of. I mean, there's no artillery in this game. It does help when you got artillery, because they generally aim on the cross there and usually get shots into heavies that you've lit up, so you usually get a good bit of assistance there. But we notice the town has basically been taken. There's a lot of our team camping up in C2, BC2 area. So it's not ideal, but yeah, that just is what it is. You do get that. That's quite common on this map for tanks to be camping on that hill there. But that's fine. You know, we're just going to get shots on stuff that's crossing, and just take our opportunities as they come. We're still full health here, so yeah, we're not worried about that. We've got plenty of hit points to play with. Still scouting around in the middle here, just trying to see if there's stuff out in the field that we could potentially get shots on or shut down. But now we're just paying our attention to what's going on in the town. We got a shot in the Oho there that got shut down by our friendly team member. Can't quite get shots on the 780. A few things have disappeared, so I thought, right, let's pop forward and try and see if we can spot some stuff up. You can see there we get out spotted, so that's a bit of a bummer, but you know, luckily we come out unscathed and we managed to get a nice little shot on the move in the Rice-Suante there. So that's turned out quite well. We've spotted up the VK again, and we've got some good assists out of this as well. And we're just rinse and repeat. I'm just trying to be careful, making sure I don't get out spotted, trying to use these bushes in front of me as camo. Yeah, we like the Rice-Suante. We're trying to see if we get shots in the 280, but he gets back there. Obviously being cautious as well. I don't want to take shots in this middle bit and then suddenly get spotted. So yeah, I'm playing caution. I'm sort of just trying to play the light tank role here and get stuff lit. Unfortunately, it seemed to be doing quite well at staying in cover, and there's not much movement. So I thought, right, let's just turn our attention back to over the back here, and we see this FV trying to get a shot in there, but it's a little bit awkward. He's just, yeah, he's just below that ridge line, but a little bit of his turret showing. Not to say the FE 4005 has a huge turret, so it's quite easy to pen, especially when it's over peaking a little bit like that. Still keeping an eye on the town here. The numbers are even. You know, we're 10 all, so there's still a lot to be had in this game, and we've still got to make sure that we don't throw. The VK gets taken out, and now we're trying to see if we can get spots on this Indian Panzer. Unfortunately, we don't aim that shot well. We hit his side, which unfortunately bounces. But we're now going to shoot just below his turret, which we luckily pen. He then gets into cover, so we've got no more shots on that guy. So now we're going to go back to where we were and try and see if that FV will pop up again. We see the light tanks crossing, so I'm thinking, right, now's the time to try and get this guy out. I don't want this light tank to escape alive. I'm trying to get a shot, but it's increasingly difficult here. He's just below the ridge line. We just can't quite get a clear enough shot. Try and take a lucky shot there, but unfortunately it doesn't hit. He's taken out, no, Paladin's taken out a Becker Lynch, but this guy's still YOLOing around. We managed to get a shot into him and trying to see if we can just squeeze a shot in, but luckily our Barras takes him out. So that gets that guy out of the game, which means we don't have to worry about him. We can see the FE crossing, trying to see if we can sneak a shot in the side there, but unfortunately not. And yeah, we're just trying to see what we can get here. Taking little pot shots at the FE as he crosses. He's going into the town, and unfortunately we've got no more shots on him. So this point I'm just sort of thinking, what can I do now? And I think my thoughts were to go down and possibly try and get shots in behind the FE. However, we spotted this Paladin sitting at the back here. You can see the FE's there, he's distracted. Now we've spotted up the Earthshaker as well. The Earthshaker's trying to see if he can get shots on us. It's a little bit difficult here, we're in a bit of a crossfire. And we're just moving around, just trying to make it difficult for the enemies to get shots into us. We managed to get a shot into the Earthshaker. Fortunately, we get trapped by the Paladin there, which isn't great. We get a shot into the Earthshaker. Unfortunately, we get trapped by the Paladin again. However, we do manage to take out the Earthshaker. So now we can just start focusing on the Paladin, and we're just going full YOLO here. And just trying to see if we can get the Paladin out. However, he just gets so fortunate there, manages to track us in place, and yeah, rams us and gets us out of the game. So it's a bit unfortunate there. Maybe we could have played that a little bit better. We possibly could have waited for our Barras to come in. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But that's just us getting greedy. Yeah, that's just us getting greedy, basically. The brass takes out our Paladin. There's only one tank left. It's the FE. I'm quite confident we've got the victory here. The FE is pretty much, yeah, 216 hit points. This guy's basically a one-shot pretty much anything on the map. And the E75 finishes him off, and yeah, gets us a victory. So there we go. You can see we're top of the board. We got 2 kills, 4.1k damage there, and 2.2k assist. Pick up the ace tanker, which was nice. And yeah, that finishes off a decent game in the OKT49. Like I say, it's okay, borderline good. It's, you know, definitely not one to be sniffed at. Anyway, we're on the final replay, and yep, it was going to be the 1-3-2-8 all along. I've just had an absolute blast in this tank. This whole light tank grind has just been phenomenal. I'm sure people are probably fed up with me saying that by now, but yeah, it really is it's just been flavour of the month. And yeah, we're going to show why. So we take the mid-ridge in vineyards here. Again, I mean, look, it's an aggressive play. You can do that with the 1-3-2-8. It's got great mobility. It's quick. It's very agile, and we can afford to do this. If I was in the GSAW, I'd be looking at trying to find a bush where we can sort of passive scout more rather than active scouting. But like I say, with the 1-3-2-8, and it's probably the same with the T49 as well, I'd be looking to play a little bit more passive rather than this aggressive. So yeah, I'm just here. I'm just trying to light up as much as possible. You can see we're already up to 1.8k assist just from this initial push alone. So it's really worked out well for us. Trying to see if we can sneak some shots into anything. Unfortunately, that E4 just gets behind cover. We can now see these tier 8s sort of getting quite aggressive here out in the open. I don't really know why they're doing this. I assume they just wanted an early death. They're in a platoon, so I figured they just had enough of tier 10 lobbies. So X in the game quickly. They've been. I've tracked them out in the open, and luckily one of our guys manages to get a shot into him. Finishes that guy off. His buddy in the STA1 is now coming around. Managed to get a shot into that guy as well. We're not getting any assist off this, but that's just because of there's tanks in closer proximity to them than what we are. We're just waiting to lose our spot here, and then we will obviously push out and start seeing what else we can do here. Thought we could get a shot onto this side of this medium tank, but unfortunately not. He's just behind enough cover. Then we see this Malshan in the middle. We tried taking a shot, but unfortunately we missed there. However, our friendly TD managed to get a shot into that guy, which gave us some more assists. Managed to get a shot through the side of his turret there, and we're just going to keep focusing that guy, I think. However, we see that Emil, we tried getting a shot into him, but unfortunately we missed that. Still trying to see if we can get shots in that VK, because I'd like to get him out. He's in a bit of a bothersome position, because obviously I want to play a bit more of the field. See that Centurion AX there, which we managed to shut down for our first kill. And yeah, let's say, just been playing this spot just because tanks have just literally just turned up and presented themselves either with a shot, or you know, we've been able to just keep them lit. But now we're pressing the advantage. I mean, the game is quite close. We're actually a tank down. See the CBR starts. The CBR sort of just come out of nowhere. Got a shot into him. I'm obviously wanting to get rid of that guy as quickly as possible. I can't really push up and evade this guy because obviously I don't want to run into the enemy guns. Trying to see if I could sneak a shot in there, but the guy just, you know, the EBR gets unlit before I can. Managed to duke a shot from that Italian TD there. And now the VK is sort of just poked there. I'm just thinking, oh, can I get a shot in? I can eat one. Made a complete meal out of that. I like to say this VK is just in a very difficult position for us. I don't want to get shots from any of the guys that are behind, but they're now getting distracted by our friendlies pushing in. So I take this point to think, right, I'm just going to get rid of that VK. While those tanks are distracted, I can get rid of that VK. Then I can come around and I can start focusing them. And you can see the C4 here is just getting himself into a complete brawl. We managed to get a shot into him. And now we're going to turn our attention to the Centauro that's completely distracted, and this is just free farm here. We can just get load of damage here. Managed to get the kill for our third kill of the game there, and now, like I say, we're in complete control here, and I'm just going to push, just going to push this ridge now because I kind of feel like that's where IS3 is. I'm kind of thinking the other guy or one of the other reds could be here. There's two out on the other side, so I just want to push this and get rid of this IS3 if I can, and then I can try and go find some other tanks to put damage into. Get rid of the IS3. There's only 2 tanks left now. They're all over the other side, so I'm just going to make my way there as quickly as possible and just see if there's if I can get shots into anything else. So yeah, it's been a really good game in the 132A here. Like I say, the whole grind has been an absolute blast. In fact, I just finished the grind today actually, so I'll be looking forward to getting the tier 10. I'll no doubt wait for a sale to come on, which will hopefully be in the Christmas period, which I can then pick it up for a little bit cheaper. So anyway, we finish the game. We come top of the board again with 4 kills, just over 3k damage and 4.5k assist. So yeah, like I say, just the 132A is just absolutely phenomenal tank in my book. I really enjoy it. I think the T49 could probably be sort of up there as well. A lot of people would probably think the T49 is the better tank than the 132A. Like I say, my personal preference is the 132A over the T49. However, we can agree to disagree. Anyway, guys, that's enough of the video. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, like I say, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Cheers.